Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and I know not everybody can attend in person a FroKnowsPhoto bootcamp. That's why we put together kind of a supercut of information where you can actually learn from this video. Now, of course, I'm not going to give you everything because I still want some people to attend the bootcamp, but I figured why not give you some actionable items that you can learn from in a video like this. So here are those items. You want to interrupt, you interrupt. You have a question? We are here to answer everything you have, work one-on-one as much as you want. We are here all day to make this work. You shouldn't be afraid of ISO anymore. And just because you have the best gear doesn't mean you're going to get the best results. It always comes down to the fundamentals. Slow down. If you have an issue, it's generally human error. It really is. Just think back to the basics. So just don't be afraid of the ISO anymore. But when I'm teaching new people photography, I'm saying you can be an auto ISO to start. And I tell people, widest aperture. All you need to do next is think about, what is the shutter speed? Am I shooting something fast? Am I shooting something slow? Continuous autofocus is where I'm at 100% of the time now, because with eye detect and face detect, whether someone moves or not, they're gonna stay and get tracked by the camera. But look how the light is beautiful. So we're finding the light, we're using it coming through the tree, it's gonna create this nice frame. We don't wanna chop at toes. We don't wanna chop at ankles. We can chop right here. We can come up to the waist. You could go vertical. You could do horizontal. Remember the background. Now, obviously, when the light changes a little bit, what do? We just change shutter speed.
Yeah.
And if the shutter speed gets too slow, we then change the ISO. Get her eyes and then leave the right-hand side empty.
Okay.
So focus on those eyes, because with this horizontal, we don't want to put her directly in the middle. It's not saying you don't ever put someone in the middle. It's saying, generally speaking, this is going to be a really good composition. I would be shooting this right meow. Someone should be shooting this right meow. And if you ever shoot a concert, you don't want these mic in the mouth shots. You want to get a different angle and get some separation so it doesn't look like they're eating the microphone. You don't want to ask for permission first. You want to get the shot, because as soon as you ask for the permission, it's kind of going to be gone. But what I want to talk about is the misdirection thing that you can do when you're out shooting. But what you do when you see the eye contact get made, you take the camera away from your eye, you point over there. It's about the eyes, keeping the eyes in that third of the third frame, right? Not the direct middle, but right above. So it's all right if you miss the top of the head. You don't need to get my fro in there for that shot. This was one of the biggest lessons I ever had when I was shooting film from a guy named Rusty Kennedy. I showed him some photos of the tennis we were shooting indoors, and they were not perfect. Some were maybe more frozen than others. And he goes, what was your shutter speed? I'm like, I don't know, I was in aperture priority. And he goes, why? He goes, are the lights changing in here at all? And I said, no. He said, then why is your shutter speed changing if the lights are all the same? I was like, oh. That's when he got me into manual, and I said, he's like, it's 1/400th, 2.8, 800 ISO, because that was the film we used. And then I shot, and everything was infinitely better. And when he gets parallel, right as he's passing you, you're gonna follow him. Right here is where you take it, but you don't stop. You take it, and you keep following through. Really nice composition. I like the lines. This is very nice. Perfect. Looking through something, I would probably go black and white and punch this contrast up and make it pop. Being able to see everybody's work and seeing that everybody had unique stuff and was successful throughout the day, the fact that everybody's exposures, whether you had a DSLR or not a DSLR, was great, that they were all on. And we just did half the battle. We selected the images, and the other half is going through and editing, like you saw with some of those. What happens when you take just a seemingly basic image of her out front and you have the vision to turn it into something? So, I mean, I'm really proud of everybody today. So give yourselves another round of applause. You guys did great. There's a ton of information that you're gonna learn right here in person at a FroKnowsPhoto Bootcamp, you're gonna get one-on-one time with me and other photographers that are here. So I hope to see you somewhere at a FroKnowsPhoto Bootcamp. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.